Change is a normal part of life. Some changes are good, some are bad, and some are just neutral, just like me changing the soundtrack. It's not a big deal, but we'll talk about that when we're done with the Sonet. Car manufacturers have succeeded in selling people the idea of SUVs and crossovers. That's why we now see people buying SUVs for all sorts of lame reasons. So Stibo Brian, why did you buy the T-Roc, Chief? Mchana, carry the roads here in SA are bad, so I bought the T-Roc for the potholes. That's lame reasoning, because honestly, if you think you'll be conquering potholes with 19-inch low-profile tires, you play too much. Now they are also trying to sell us the idea of electric cars, and it's a fraud, that thing. But let me keep quiet before people say I talk too much. If you spend 1.5 million rands on an electric car, just because it has low running costs and is good for the environment, medulla oblongatically there's something wrong with you. You must be recreated. Welcome to another video. Today we're checking out the Kia Sonet, and this car shares the same platform with the Hyundai Venue, so consider this a 2-in-1 review. Trying to buy a car in this segment is a very tricky exercise because there's so many options. There's your Toyota Urban Cruiser, Chery Tiggo 4 Pro, VW T-Cross, Ford EcoSport, Renault Duster, Mahindra XUV 300, Kiger, Magnite, Venue, there's just a lot. VW recently added the most unnecessary car in the market, the VW Tiggo. The market is now flooded with crossovers, and to me they're starting to look the same. This car is giving me some Tiggo 4 Pro vibes. The front end design is not bad at all, but the halogen headlamps are a bit of a turn-off. I prefer the looks of the Seltos, enabling Rovanyana so, but overall they look nice, Shem. On the side we have 16-inch tires with a decent sidewall height, so you stand a fair chance of conquering potholes with this one, Steve. There's like 3 Kia Sonet trims, LX, EX and EX Plus, and they all pretty much look the same, but the LX model gets some not so nice looking 15-inch wheels, and it doesn't come with a contrasting roof and roof rails. Maybe car makers during their spare time when they are done making crossovers must also work on some half-ton bakkies and bring that segment back to life. At the back, the Sonet has some electric car vibes. The boot space is 392 liters, which is bigger than most of the vehicles in this segment, even the one we are thinking of right now. Under the carpet we have a full-size spare wheel, which is a nice touch. Some of us are driving around with biscuit spare wheels. Inside, I think we can all agree that the aircon controls and the vents under the screen look terrible, but the multifunction flat-bottom steering wheel looks good though. With the Sonet, you only get cruise control in the top-of-the-range EX Plus model, which costs 390,000 rands. Sometimes I wonder how these car manufacturers think, but that's a collab. At the back there's some air vents, USB port and a storage compartment. Legroom is a bit of a problem when sitting behind my driving position. If you have kids, I can't imagine the mess they will do to these fabric seats. And you only get 6 airbags in the top-of-the-range EX Plus trim, and the other models only get 2 airbags. And again, I wonder how these car manufacturers think, but that's Pumelap. These guys are making it easy for us to go Chinese. The Chery Tiggo 4 Pro Elite manual costs 337,000 rands, and it comes with 6 airbags. But with the Kia Sonet, if you buy the 360,000 rands model, you only get 2 airbags. So if I was on the market for a compact SUV, would I buy this car? Well, the brand-friendly answer is yes, but my honest answer is no. Let me tell you why. The Kia Sonet is available in 2 engine derivatives. There's a 1.5-liter natural aspirated and a 1-liter turbo. The 1.5-liter engine has a power output of 85 kilowatts and 144 Newton meters of torque, while the 1-liter turbo has a power output of 88 kilowatts and 172 Newton meters of torque. Even with the turbo, the numbers are still not that impressive. The turbocharged Chery Tiggo 4 Pro variants are in the same price range as the Sonet, and they have a power output of 108 kilowatts and 210 Newton meters of torque. You see now, that's decent power for a mini SUV. With Sonet money, you can also get a Haval Jolion, and with a Jolion you get 105 kilowatts and 210 Newton meters of torque, not 88 kilowatts like in the case of a Sonet. The 1-liter turbo Hyundai Venue has the exact same power as the Sonet turbo. The only difference is that with the Venue, the natural aspirated model has a 1.2-liter engine with a power output of 61 kilowatts and 115 newton meters of torque. And that's a joke if you ask me, because those are Suzuki Swift numbers. I know a lot of people may disagree with me on this one, but with a budget of between 350 and 390,000 rands, I'd take my chances on a Chinese SUV, or maybe buy a dead-hand Mazda CX-5 or a second-hand CX-3. If Kia is your brand and you really love the Sonet, I'd recommend the Sonet 1-liter Turbo EX, and it costs 360,000 rands. The car comes with a 5-year unlimited distance warranty and a 4-year 60,000 kilometers service plan. If you go for the Hyundai Venue, you get a 5-year 150,000 kilometers vehicle warranty, plus an additional 2-year 50,000 kilometers drivetrain warranty, and a shorter 3-year 45,000 kilometers service plan. If you finance a 360,000 rands car for 5 years with no deposit and no balloon payment at a current prime rate of 9%, your monthly installment will be around 7,500. Insurance premium will be plus minus 1,500 depending on your risk profile, and your monthly cost goes to 9,000 rands. Then you pour one full tank nyana, and your total monthly cost crosses the 10,000 rands mark. The high mileage BMW gang is laughing right now, but we'll see who will have the last laugh. But that's Pumelap. Before I end this video, today is the last time you're hearing the Waja Waya background track. I know some of you love the track so much, but I have to let go of it because it doesn't belong to me. I got it from the YouTube library, and YouTube copyright policies are very tricky. So from now on, I'll use a track that belongs to me, and no one will claim ownership of the song when the channel starts flourishing, because it was specifically made for me. This is also my way of supporting local talent, because the new soundtrack was produced by Deepsort95, a cool gent from Limpopo, who's also a huge fan of the channel. The only way we can succeed as Black Africans is if we support each other's hustle. Those who don't see the vision now will catch up later. Here's my new soundtrack.